Hazbin Hotel has a rich and deep backstory that newer fans may not be entirely aware of. With the full release of the show being right around the corner, I thought it would be the perfect opportunity to go back through the years and see how the show has changed and developed. From a small section of an online webcomic, to getting picked up by A24, to becoming a fully fledged show, Hazbin has came a long way. In this video, I'm going to go over the entire history of Hazbin Hotel. The story of Hazbin Hotel dates all the way back to 2012. VivziePop had a comic series called Zoophobia, and it was first published on July 3rd, 2012. Zoophobia has its own vast lore, so I won't go too in depth, but to briefly summarise some of the key elements is it's basically about a main character called Cameron travelling through a fantastic world full of interesting characters. Within this world, the characters of Charlie, Angel, Alistair, Husk, Faggy, Arachnus, Crimini, Nifty, Baxter, and Mimsy were initially intended for a feature arc in Zoophobia, which is going to be called Angels and Demons back in 2013. Viv commonly called these characters the Demon Crew or the Demon Misfits. Vivzie also had a secondary Tumblr page called Zoophobia Crazies, where she would post art and updates on the various characters in the universe. This page was unfortunately deleted, however some of the posts and images have been archived. From these images we can see Viv's design process on these demons, and as you may have noticed, many of these design elements are still present in the characters today. With the creation of these new characters, Vivzie started to draw more art and updates, which she typically posted on her Tumblr, DeviantArt, Patreon, and YouTube pages. If you go back to VivziePop's oldest YouTube videos, her second oldest is titled In the Arms of an Angel. Uploaded September 14th, 2013, it features a still image of Angel Dust with a knife and Tommy gun, with the titular song In the Arms of an Angel playing in the background. As we all know, the characters were eventually shifted to their own original self-contained story, which we now know as Hazbin Hotel. Viv discussed this change numerous times in the past, especially in different live streams. According to her, the world of Zoophobia was growing too big. She created some fantastic characters, however they weren't scheduled to appear in the Zoophobia comic until way later. She felt like she was pouring too much time into these concepts, and thought that they would be better in their own standalone universe. Zoophobia was eventually put on an indefinite hiatus by Viv due to a combination of personal life issues and a particularly nasty fan backlash. She began to start playing around with these demon characters and eventually came up with the premise of Hazbin Hotel. Vivzie's first mention of creating a series based around these characters was on April 29th, 2015 on her YouTube channel. She published a video called Demon Headcanon Voices. This 3-minute video features still images of the various demons, along with music to represent what each character should sound like. As the description states, Viv opened auditions for the characters with the aim of creating a series around them. She said it would be a side project though, so it could take a while to get finalised. A couple days later, on May 1st, 2015, Viv made her first ever mention of Hazbin Hotel. In this tweet, Viv talks about making a key for the Hazbin Hotel logo. Prior to this tweet, Viv had never referred to the show as Hazbin Hotel, so this would have been the first official unveiling of the name. In this tweet, she also mentioned Sleepy Cabin, which was a YouTube podcast. Two members of the podcast, Stamper and Rice Pirate Mick, ended up voicing Serpentious and Husk in the final show. 21 days later, Viv revealed an early concept for the Hazbin Hotel logo. She ended up using the aforementioned key design and had the base layout finished. Later that day, she posted the final version of the logo. She made a couple alterations to the previous iteration, and this design is the one she'd use for the rest of the project. On the 1st of July, Viv posted this fun image of Angel Dust wearing drag. Longtime fans will be familiar with this image because Viv ended up using it as her profile picture on YouTube for many years. A couple months later in September, Viv posted an early storyboard animatic for Hazbin Hotel. It features Vaggy and Angel Dust. She also mentions in the comments the show won't be for kids. As mentioned previously, Viv would continue to post speed draws featuring art of the characters from the show. This culminated in December 2015 when Viv discussed the show a little more in depth during her 200,000 subscriber special. Viv said the show would be a YouTube exclusive series about a ragtag group of demons who are attempting to redeem their terrible actions in life with hopes of having a more meaningful existence. Although a little different from the finalised plot of the show, this video showed that Viv was creating the foundations of the show's lore, which would be expanded upon later. The video also features a short animatic of Nifty. From 2016 onwards, Viv began to put serious work into the project. Updates would be posted on a monthly basis and the characters were changed drastically. On January 9th, 2016, she uploaded a test shot for Hazbin Hotel. This short 2-second clip up shows Angel Dust and Vaggie. It's fully coloured, and as the description states, Viv was aiming to do at least one full colour scene every month of 2016. Although Viv was unable to keep her promise of monthly coloured scenes, due to her working on multiple other projects at the time, she kept fans in the loop with lots of updates, speed draws, and Patreon art. On March 29th, she posted Slutty Spider Polka Pop, which is an original theme tune for Angel Dust. This song was created by her close friend Gooseworks, and they would end up composing many of the tracks in the final pilot. Throughout 2016, Viv would continue to redesign and develop the demon characters. The main cast especially received many changes, the two most notable being Angel Dust and Vaggie. As described by Vivzie herself, Angel Dust and Vaggie were the two main characters of the show. Vaggie went through 3 different design iterations that year before Viv finally chose her finished design. Similarly, Charlie, Nifty, and Crimini all received redesigns. New side characters were also introduced, such as Rosie and Kiki the cat. 2017 was another significant year for the show. On January 3rd, Vivzie posted an update on YouTube where she talked a little about the channel and her Patreon. She briefly mentioned Hazbin and how development was progressing smoothly. More speed draws and updates would be posted, with some of these videos showing lore developments in the show. Angel Dust and Vaggie had a rivalry, Nifty and Mimsy were besties, Crimini and Husk hung out together, and Vaggie and Charlie started to have a relationship. On June 30th, Viv posted another update video about her move to Los Angeles and her 2 main projects being Hazbin Hotel and Classic. Unfortunately, however, Viv was involved with a production company which ended up scamming her. Viv was in talks with a production company to help her with her Timber pilot. They ended up running away with her money and the pilot had to be shelved. The one upside, however, is that Viv still had enough money to fully fund Hazbin on her own. Since Viv had shelved her cancelled projects, it gave her additional time to put into Hazbin Hotel. This momentary setback only served to bolster Viv's resolve. In June 2017, Viv announced that Hazbin Hotel was entering its final scripting stages. She was taking auditions for the main cast and assured fans that they would receive lots of fun updates and sneak peeks related to the show. The same month, she created the official Hazbin Hotel Twitter. This would provide updates to the fans and also retweet fan art to help grow the community. 1 month later, Viv posted a Hazbin production poster featuring the main cast of the pilot. This teaser showed the introduction of characters like Tom Trench, Katie Killjoy, and Serpentious. Cherry Bomb also received a redesign. Unfortunately, some of the previous main cast were cut or altered. Mimsy was demoted to a side role, with Crimini and Baxter being completely absent. In August, Viv had finalised the cast for the pilot. The cast was a mix of new and unseen talent, along with old YouTube friends that she has met over the years. Hazbin became the main focus of Viv's channel, with her Patreon serving as a way to both fund the project and also gain additional sneak peeks or lore about the show. Monthly Patreon Discord calls would also occur, and Viv would post regular storyboards and animatics. To celebrate hitting 600,000 subscribers on YouTube, in December 2017, Viv posted the Limo Fun teaser animatic on her channel. This 1-minute animatic features voiceover from Michael Kovac and Monica Franco. As the description on the end of the video states, Viv was aiming to release a full trailer sometime in 2018. Regular updates and storyboards would continue to be posted on the Helliverse Twitter. At this point, Viv had brought on board a variety of artists to help her with the project. Moving into 2018, speed draws began to become less frequent. Viv explained this in a March 2018 update video. In the video, she said the whole pilot has been boarded and they've started animation for it. Once again, she explains that they're working on the official trailer. For April Fool's 2018, Viv posted the Hazbin Hotel Epic War trailer. This video was a fun meme video featuring voice acting from some of the characters. The most important thing, however, being the confirmation of the release date for the trailer, being the end of that month. On April 20th, the official trailer finally released. Fans were over the moon when they got to see the characters they know and love being fully animated for the first time. By this point, Viv and the show had already developed a cult following. Fans had become attached to the characters over the years due to the many pieces of art and speed draws that Viv had posted. Seeing that the final pilot was right around the corner was a huge moment for the fanbase. The end of the trailer teased the 2019 release date, and the description teased the overall concept of the pilot. By this point, the plot and lore had changed significantly. Charlie was the main face of the show, with characters like Vaggie, Angel Dust, and Alistair being part of the main cast. Throughout 2018, Viv would post clips and sneak peeks on Patreon and her YouTube channel. At this point, each clip would rack in millions of views. In October 2018, Viv posted the Inside of Every Demon song to her YouTube channel. This was the first song in the show and really emphasized to the audience that Hazbin Hotel would be a musical. On December 5th, 2018, the first ever episode of the Honeycast was recorded. This livestream, spanning over 49 episodes, was a way for the community to interact with Viv and the team. These streams were hosted by Ashley Nichols, who is a cleanup animator on Hazbin Hotel. She would work on the show while in a Discord call with various other voice actors from the show. She would also have guest appearances such as Viv herself or various writers from the show. Fans would be able to donate to support the livestream, and they could attach funny messages for the crew to read out. This led to many funny clips and animation memes. Moving into 2019, production on the show entered the final lap. Vivzy continued to post fully coloured clips and sneak peeks onto her channel. For April Fool's 2019, Vivzy, Dave and Michael visited WonderCon and hung out with some Hazbin fans. They sung Charlie's song and had a good time. This highlighted the growing fan base, and as a result, Viv and the team would attend future conventions such as the Level Up Expo. Throughout 2019, Viv would start her own live streams. She'd hang out with viewers, answer lore questions, and draw fun doodles. In August 2019, official Hazbin Hotel plushies were released. By this point, Viv and the team had already been selling merch on Shark Robot for years, but from this point onwards, the products diversified away from simple shirts and hoodies. In June 2019, the Spindlehorse Twitter account was created. Viv had teased the creation of this group previously, but it was finally established. Spindlehorse was the new name of her indie collective that would work on Hazbin Hotel and her future projects. Throughout the years, Viv had expanded from a one-person channel to a large group of artists. As a result, creating an online collective was the best way to represent her creations. On October 5th, the final trailer for the pilot was released. It teased more of the show and included an October 28th release date at the end. At this point, the hype train was rolling. Fans were eagerly anticipating the show, and this culminated in the final release of the pilot on October 2019. It hit 1 million views in 12 hours and introduced lots of new viewers to Vivzy's channel and the community. Fans were delighted to see the wonderful cast of characters they grew attached to over the years finally being voiced and animated. A couple days later, on October 31st, Viv held a surprise Hazbin Hotel Q&A livestream. She was joined by Dave and Ed. They discussed the creation of the pilot, the lore, and also answered fan questions from Twitter and Super Chats. On November 11th, Viv posted another update video onto her channel. She celebrated the pilot hitting 7 million views within a week of its release. She talked about her Patreon, the fact she was about to hit 2 million subscribers, and the release of an Angel Dust prequel comic on the Hazbin website. Viv said that the team wanted to make a full season of the show and was exploring the possibilities of either a Kickstarter or funding from a studio. She also discussed the creation of her other side project, Hell of a Boss. Moving into 2020, with the pilot finally out, things started to slow down a bit for Hazbin. Since Viv was shopping the series around other studios, she instead focused on side projects like the Hell of a Boss pilot and Holidays. From June 2020 onwards, the official Hazbin Hotel Instagram accounts were created. They would post fun sneak peeks and art of the characters within the universe, along with teasing plot developments. They were eventually shut down and deemed as non-canon, however. The French dub of Hazbin Hotel was posted on May 8th, 2020. Viv began to tease the next big Hazbin project. This would be a music video titled Addict, created by Silvahound and animated by the Spindlehorse team. On July 17th, Addict was finally released. This once again excited the fanbase, since it was the first bit of official animated content since the pilot. This animated song featured fun lyrics sung by Angel Dust. It provided additional character development for both Valentino and Cherry Bomb. It also teased the return of the Demon Hunter character from Zootopia. Unfortunately, the video is now considered non-canon. 1 month later, even more crazy news was announced. Hazbin Hotel was officially picked up by A24 for a full series. This once again caused the fandom to explode in popularity, with everyone excited to see what's in store for the show. Following on from this, in September 2020, the Japanese dub of the Hazbin pilot was posted. The Alistair prequel comic that Viv had teased back in November was also finally released a month later in October. Throughout 2021, things remained quiet in the Hazbin fandom. This was because since the show was being worked on under A24, it was mostly kept quiet under wraps and there was little updates. This changed in December 2021 when the new redesign of the hotel was shown. A couple months later, in February, the new redesign and name change of Charlie was also shown. From this point onwards, at the end of each month, a new teaser would be revealed. We saw new designs of the entire main cast, along with multiple side characters and villains. Serpentius was also now part of the main cast. On October 27, 2022, to celebrate the 3-year anniversary of the Hazbin pilot, multiple teasers were posted. The first was an image showcasing the release date of the show, which would be summer 2023. A day later, on the 28th, Vivzy posted a short video to her channel. It showcased the new logo, along with a brief cameo of Alistair. Fans were excited because the show finally had a proper release date. Each month, more redesigns would come out until December, when the first GIF would be shown. This short GIF showed Husk at his bar. The monthly sneak peek trend was unfortunately broken for April Fool's 2023. This time, instead of a teaser for the end of March, an image showing Angel Dust's birthday was shown instead. During March, Vivzy posted images of the Hazbin Hotel production wrap-up party. This party served to commemorate the team's work on the show and also means that the show is finished. So that's us brought up to the present. As you've seen throughout the video, the show has a long history. With the final release being only a couple months away, it'll be interesting to see what the final show is like. I hope you enjoyed watching the video. If you have any thoughts, please leave them in the comments section down below. Thanks for watching.